few months ago was listening to some podcasts and just really challenged by what worship is. And I was challenged that worship is about the gospel, and worship is our response. It's my response to the gospel, and not just the gospel of salvation, because that is part of the gospel, but the entire gospel, which is God's kingdom here, God's kingdom in us. And when we understand that, when we understand the gospel, and when we begin to appreciate it, I believe that our response, my response to that changes, and my worship changes. And the more that God begins to reveal His desire for me and His love for me through the gospel, the more my life begins to change. The way that I treat my spouse, the way that I treat my family, the way that I treat my neighbor, the way that I serve my church and my community begins to change. And that is all because of a response of God's kingdom, God's gospel in us, working in me. It's me understanding the grace that has been given to me, the love that has been shown and lavished on me, that God is calling out for me to express that to the people around me, to my church, and ultimately to Him. Because that's what worship is. It's about God, and it's about honoring and lifting up the person of Jesus Christ through the songs that He has put in us, through the life that He has breathed in us, as we worship, as we offer everything, not just music, but life. Because worship is about life. It's about everything that we do, everything that we say, everything that we call out and that we lift up. It all needs to point to one place, and that is the person of Jesus Christ and the Lord. Because worship is about the gospel. And it's about an appropriate response to the goodness and the greatness of God for what He's done for us and what He continues to do in and through us, which I think is really cool, because it doesn't stop. Worship doesn't stop and end on a Sunday morning church service. That should be the culmination of what God has been doing in us through, from Monday to Saturday. And we get to come together as a body to say, God, thank you so much for what you've done. And we just want to honor you.